Yo, what's up, everybody? We got Kuang versus Apollo here. I don't know when's the last time I played Kuang for YouTube, or if I ever did, actually, now that I think about it. There's only a very small amount of gods that I'm still missing. I know one is Ravana, because Nah, man. But if somebody sub-picked it, I'd try to play it for YouTube, but nobody ever does. Nobody sub-requests Ravana. Like, he's not in F tier, so you can request him just by subbing to my Twitch, but nobody has yet. It's funny. Nobody wants to see him because he's so bad. It's one of those gods that's not even like Kumba, you know. At least Kumba's like Troll, because he's a Guardian, you're trying to win with him. Ravana should be able to do decently, and he just can't. Like, where's the fun? I fucked up by not killing that little creep, but my Kuang isn't very great, and this is a pretty tough matchup against Apollo, given that he can just like mez you and disengage so well, and also dash to avoid, you know, your setups for basically one-shotting him in the early game and even the late game. So he's going to be able to create distance against me very well, and that's something that Kuang really struggles with. You know, it's one of his biggest difficulties. Wow, where did this guy start? He started at the blue? Alright, so I'm going to take this opportunity to push in and take as many buffs as I can. I'm just going to use this too. Because he's being really, really passive here in this early game by starting that blue. And I imagine, yeah, he's got a Death Toll Spiked Gauntlet, which is really inefficient for the start. We're looking good. Came out of that pretty unscathed, and we are up quite a bit on him. I always struggle with the early clear on Kuang. Using the one really helps, though. As long as you don't use it like into the enemy, and you're using it away to make sure that you're safely clearing, and you know you're not being overly aggressive and insane, you should be pretty safe with using the one to clear. Don't level it first, because usually you want your 3 first. You kind of can get away with leveling the 1 if you're really going for safe clear, but usually you're looking for aggression on Kuang. And using your 3 and then stacking up the minions and using your 1 should be enough, really. If he doesn't disengage properly here, okay, he did. Maybe I could have slowed him and kept trying to chase, but my 3 wasn't up in time anyway, so. What's up, Missing Jed? Play Ravana for your birthday. Is it really your birthday today, though, or do you mean like when it happens? Yeah, so just like you can always make sure that you finish up the wave with your 1 to be, you know, like maximum efficiency, because it both, you know, gives you a little mini blink, and it'll finish up the wave for you, so you can head over. You can even do this, like head away from your buff with it. Just like little things like that, you know, make you a lot better. Like, I'm not that great at Kuang, but at least I know how to min-max in those sort of ways, so I've been really on top of the farm game here because of that. Finish that up and back. I don't have enough mana to, you know, try to go for a kill here, so I think I'm going to go for a Book of Thoth here and just try to get enough to burst him down hard. Because if I go for like sustain, I don't think I don't think it'll pan out well for me. You know, I don't think I can out-sustain an Apollo as Kuang here. I'm looking to burst him as quickly as possible in fights. Wow. We could still probably turn this. Jesus. That's a lot of damage. Wow, he just missed that. He's got no mana, though, so, like, honestly, I can turn this. And dead. Nice. I was wondering how he was planning to get away from my my ult to die there, you know, to not die there, rather. Yeah, he was just planning on ulting out, but luckily I put another point in the 2, and we had enough damage to burst him down before he could escape. Been beating mechs in the Joust tourney? That's no surprise, really, right? No offense to Mex. Mex is very, very good. But did he go Aegis? He definitely went Aegis. How does Aegis even work with my ult? Can he can't Aegis head in response to my ult, right? Because he's like CC'd during it? I don't understand how that'll work. One thing I know is that the cooldown on the 3 is really important for Kuang, so maybe I should have considered going cooldown boots instead of pen boots. Mirror my minions. Whoops. Right, if he has an execute range and I ult him, I don't think he can Aegis out of it. Like maybe old Aegis he would have been able to, but now that you can't Aegis while CC, so I don't know what this plan is with the Aegis at all. I mean, I have a lot of bursts that he can predict and Aegis, I guess, but not that he can react to. Like my 3 is so fast that he obviously can't just react to that and Aegis it like you would like a, you know, Kraken. So I think it's definitely the wrong kind of pickup here for him. Especially because I'm a god with so much chase potential. Like even if you Aegis one of my big bursting abilities like my 3 or my 2, I'm just going to be able to chase you down after that Aegis runs out, right? Okay, so as I run towards him with my ult, he can Aegis. Yeah, that makes sense, but I still don't think it's a great pickup. Aegis is down so often because it has such a long cooldown. Beads would just be better, you know? Why Aegis that when you... Why did I put my dragons out for that? Yeah, why Aegis that when you can beads it for a shorter cooldown, right? Make sure this is down. It is. Yeah, so if your opponent doesn't seem too confident in either the matchup or in the fight in general, just, you know, look to bully as Kuang early game. That's a lot of damage. We got him. He tried to mez, but we got him. Hey. I would say a nice try with the mez, though, honestly. He would have got out scot-free. Because the thing about Kuang is the later the game goes, the more impossible it becomes for him to end as a melee god. And as you can see, the Apollo's already planning on making things really rough for me by going frostbound. And yeah, that is so difficult to deal with as a melee god trying to engage on a ranged god unless you have a huge lead. So now that we're gaining this huge lead, though, which, you know, we pretty much built for ourselves at this point, we can burst him before that really comes into effect too much. If I want to go straight into Apollo here, I'll probably go Obsidian. Go Obsidian and then go a defense item. Yeah, best combo for Al is to do the 2, then the 3, and then throw your 2. I've been doing it when I can, but like I said, I'm not too veteran on him, so I'm not like using it every single time. Boom. That's quite a bit of damage. Yeah, this Runeforge already is a pain in the ass. Yeah, maybe I should have went to defense before the Obsidian here, because I have nothing left to push down but his Phoenix, and it's very unlikely that he's going to give me an opening to push it. Oh, I'm forgetting that I'm stacking. Take these. So that's one rough part about going the Thoth here, is that I didn't account for the fact that I'm trying to end early, and it's a late game item. But as long as I'm keeping the stacks up and, you know, being smart about it, I should be okay. Cooldown on the breastplate is going to be very, very helpful. That's right, actually. I forgot that I wasn't supposed to level my ult. It's just one of those things, you know, you're playing a god that you don't often play and you end up leveling it. Because, you know, it's an ultimate. I love watching the dragons dance around him, man. So cool. He's such a cool god. I wish I enjoyed playing him more. Like, he's really fun to play, too, is the thing. I just, like, I don't know, I guess I haven't invested enough time in him, and he's so like lackluster in Joust overall that I you know, have no reason to pick him. What's up, Jason? How you doing? I know, I want the Dragon Knight skin. That'll make me play him more, even if he's like the worst, you know. Just like I started playing Loki more because of the hype ass skin that he got. What the hell's it called though? The Halloween one that they gave him. He doesn't even. Oh, okay. I thought I was still invis somehow. Whoops. Thought he juked that way. Wow, so much poke though. I need cooldown. Holy crap, close. Alright, we force him out here. We're gonna get quite a bit of the Phoenix down. He'll probably ult over. But let's take what we can right now. Phoenix secure is the hardest part for Kuang. Well, Titan secure is actually very difficult as well, but did he just... Alright, that's nice, but I got, you know, so much of Phoenix, obviously worth, you know, that was the plan all along. Maybe if I committed to it, I would have killed it, but I don't think so. I think it was the right option to try to escape. If I threw my slow out sooner, like before I blinked away, maybe it would have allowed me to get out there. That song just like drones on quite a bit, you know. I'm gonna go beads, and go for like beads and sprint, because he's already quite committed to a build that will not have crit in it, right? So I can like kind of fool this guy and not go Shield of the Underworld with the build that he's going. We're just trying to get him to stick as much as we can so that he misses out on defending the Phoenix, right? And he is. He's missing out big time. He doesn't even have his ulti, so this is a free Phoenix. That frostbound is really, really annoying, dude. My lord. Shit. I was so close, dude. So close. Ah, damn. Yeah, see, the build that he's opted into, while his plays were not, like, immaculate, the build that he's opted into is really, really gonna make things difficult for me. We can go poly here. I don't actually need mana pots. I don't know why I was thinking of that. No need for mana pots at this point. I have Thoth. You think I would have made it? I don't think so, though. The one was coming too quickly. And despite, you know, really controlling this game from the get-go, he is even level and nearly even experienced with me. It's kind of crazy. He has like nothing to poke the Titan with, so really, really rough position. I'm gonna see what I even can do. I can't 3 through the wall, right? He's going and getting buffs, so. And you see how much I can do to it just by doing this, like. Oh wow. We forced him back, so I think he only got his purple and not the red, but I'm not positive about that. Yeah. Wow, he didn't even get the purple. That's beautiful. Alright, cool. But, you know, it didn't amount in any actual damage on the Titan because it reset all of it. But that's fine, we forced them back. Sometimes it's hard to farm appropriately when your waves are constantly pushing because they're fire waves and his aren't, you know? Because they push before you want to go push. So while you're farming, it might just end up screwing you. Alright, so he's realized, and he's going rage here. I gotta go to the Shield of the Underworld and somehow just put up with his frostbound without having a sprint. So this is the hard part about dealing with Apollo, right? You gotta go beads, you gotta go Shield of the Underworld, and you gotta go sprint. You can't go all of them. The beads I went for the mez, and I probably shouldn't have. It was a hasty decision. I thought it would help me end earlier, and it obviously has not. No use wasting it there, I don't think. Or maybe I should have. Jesus. Look at this, man. God damn. Yeah, these are the Kuang blues. Later the game goes, more they can just safely counter build him without you being able to have a response. Yeah, I can go Wingblade, but it's gonna get procced like mad. Like I'm gonna go it anyway, just to give myself some mobility. But you watch, you know, it's not. It's by no means the answer to Rune for or to Frostbound rather, because the slow immunity on it is only every 30 seconds, and every one of his autos slows, so it's not like, yeah. Losing the rod here is pretty acceptable, honestly. Holy shit, dude. Wow. That was kind of crazy. But the combination of beads and Shield of the Underworld there, as you can see, works really well. I guess we have the Phoenix again, but we can't fight into him without our actives up here. Maybe we can. Let's try. We got a lot of damage there. Oh my god, I didn't even know you could miss that ability. Holy shit, I suck. How did I miss that? There's a giant cone in his face, and I missed it. I'm salty. Yeah, it's fine to not have a rod if you have thoughts sometimes. That was unfortunate. I should have listened to myself and not fought while I didn't have the actives, but I mean, he can't get anything off of it. And I came close. Maybe if I hit my shit, I actually would have. Nom nom nom. Oh, apparently you can Aegis that during... Wow, really? That's weird because, you know, you can't Aegis while you're CC'd, and you would think that grabbing him counts as a CC, but I guess it doesn't. Alright, so he knew something I didn't there, but I still don't get why you would go it over beads. And I don't understand this Achilles here. If I have beads up, and he's willingly taking plus 40% damage, or whatever the Achilles nerf, I mean not nerf, whatever the downside to Achilles is, I can just burst the shit out of him while he has it popped. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Holy crap. As long as I don't get aggro here, I'm safe to poke it. Wow, I got aggro. Fuck me. Poly shots are so good against the Titan right here. We're just gonna dip on that. this is coming up too soon. Need to get it down. Maybe I can ulti him and then take the Phoenix with a poly shot. Alright, that's fine. I got the Phoenix again. We're getting poke in. It's not like the most substantial poke, but it's poke. As long as he can't take my Phoenix off of this, I'm pretty good. The problem with going hide and relying on him killing himself because he has 2 crit items is that he's Apollo, so he can just disengage when I pop Shield of the Underworld so easily, especially because I'm assaulting his Titan, so it's all the more easy for him to just say, you know, alright, your shield's up, let me go back to my fucking fountain for free. He's not taking much of the Phoenix here. Oh my lord. We got him. Nice. You guys think I could end it? Can I go in straight on the Titan here? Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Show the Underworld. Beat his ass. Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty fucking hype, actually. He can finish the game by eating somebody and then going straight drop ship down onto the fucking Titan and ending. That's hype. Damn. Yeah, if you have that much damage in the end game, he's got to respect that. The Apollo just tried to go straight for the Phoenix, and that was a no-go. You know, I had all my shit up. I was able to just chase him down.